Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. So there we have it, a Prime Minister not in control, a Work and Pension Secretary with her hands tied behind her backs, and a Chancellor now scrambling to find ways to balance the books after months of reckless spending. This shoddy attempt at welfare reform has revealed something that the nation has learnt over the last year. They didn't plan for government. We all know the welfare bill is enormous. Over £150 billion being spent on benefits for working-age adults, with a staggering 1 in 4 claiming to have some form of disability. This is simply unsustainable. The government had the prime opportunity, their first year in office, their honeymoon period, to bring about long-term reforms. Yet this half-baked bill, which has already been hastily rewritten to appease the hard left on the benches behind her, does not even achieve the £5 billion of savings it was originally intended. And worse yet, it leaves us with a two-tier system from a two-tier Prime Minister. We all know why the Chancellor needs these savings. She'll go down as the Klarna Chancellor. Spend now, pay later. After all, she has blown taxpayers' money on 25 more pointless quangos. Billions of pounds, I'm not giving way. Billions of pounds on GB Energy. A project so vague that no one seems to know what it actually does, whilst handing out inflation-busting pay rises to appease the unions. And now she can't even claw back £5 billion of savings to keep market confidence as the country's debt spirals out of control. That's right. When the Work and Pension Secretary tabled the bill, we on this side of the House gave her 3 reasonable asks. Firstly, we needed the government to commit to reducing welfare spending. Yet, as a screeching U-turn shows, they are incapable of tackling that problem. Indeed, the OBR forecasts an increase of £60 billion in annual welfare costs by the end of this Parliament. Secondly, we asked for a clear commitment to get people back to work. However, as highlighted by the Secretary of State yesterday, the spending on the Pathways to Work programme is not going to be fully funded until the end of this Parliament. So it will arguably be inconsequential, weak and woefully underfunded. I'm not giving way. I'm going to make progress. Thank you. Thirdly, he can repay the favour sometime. Thirdly, we needed a guarantee that taxes wouldn't rise again in the upcoming budget. But let's be honest, Madam Deputy Speaker, the Chancellor only has one move left. She's going to raid the pockets of hard-working families, something they promised not to do. In fact, even today we've heard rumours in the media that she's coming after people's ISAs. Madam Deputy Speaker, it's painfully clear this government has lost its fiscal credibility, and I say to my constituents in Mid-Leicestershire, I will always be there to support you. I will fight your corner when this government comes back again for more of your hard-earned income to cover its own incompetence. This embarrassing failure of leadership from a government that should be at the height of their power has led us on these benches to conclude that we cannot and will not support this bill.